with the Lady Songbird Jinda. Join the Lady Songbird for uplifting discussions about her personal experiences in the music industry. She will be chatting with fellow artists, sharing inspirational stories, and exploring practical resources to help navigate creative journeys. Coming soon, 30-minute Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live.
All right. All right.
Hey, William, how you doing?
Hey, doing great. How are you, dear?
We are doing great. We are doing great over here.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. I listened back to your program last week. It was outstanding.
Oh,
It was absolutely outstanding. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I know the audience enjoyed it. It was just a great, great, great show for your debut show. It was outstanding.
thank you so much. I think it was wonderful. I mean, I can't complain. Has been a blessing to me. You have been a blessing to us and especially my brand. And I just thank you so much for allowing me to use this platform as a vessel to help other aspiring artists like myself. So I'm so, so grateful for that. I think it's going to get greater and greater and greater. So this is my second week, and
Yes.
yeah, so I feel great. Feel really,
Outstanding,
really great.
outstanding. Well, you have a special guest, so I'm going to step aside and just listen to the show.
Okay, wonderful. So welcome to everybody to Soul Sit Down with your girl, the Lady Songbird Jinda. Today I have an awesome person, inside and out. He is our family. He represents Team Songbird Jinda LLC to the fullest, and his name is Boss D Production. Boss D, how you doing?
Hey, I'm all right. How about you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So, your introduction, it's just a smidgen of what you mean to me and my husband. You're absolutely amazing inside and out. You're a real person when it comes to knowing, you're critical when it comes to sound and just the definition of professionalism. So could you please just tell and enlighten everyone, the viewers out there and the listeners out there, who Boss D is?
Um, I'm a person who love entertainment. Been in it for about 35 years, on and off, and I love dealing with people who are serious. And I stress this again, serious about what they want to do and what they would like to accomplish and going on in this thing we call music, in the music industry. And I find it fascinating over the years. I tell you, I've learned different personalities, uh, many many types of situations and whatnot, and I love it. Sometimes it could be heartbreaking. Sometimes it could be overwhelming. Sometimes it could be just, we're here to have a good time. And I love people who wants to have a good time and get something positive out of the deal. And I'm always there, open-handedly, for anyone who wish to try to make something out of nothing as far as elevating, from the bottom to the top. I give you
That's
my
great.
heart, I give you my spirit, and watching you over the years and everything, it enlightens me to be right there by your side to work with you because I just find your talent and everything that you do and your husband,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Harris,
Thank you.
genuine. And I mean genuine because I tell you, I've been through it. But you guys enlighten me to just keep fighting.
One thing I've learned in this industry, that iron sharpens iron. You definitely want people that are around you that are aspiring for greatness, and they're looking at the light at the end of everything that goes on. And when everything goes on around you, stuff blows up all around you. But it's good to know that you have your nucleus of people that's there for you and not going anywhere. So I thank you so much for those kind words. Now, how did you get started into working with so many different artists for all these years? How did you get started?
Well, I used to be a dancer myself, an entertainer, and a vocalist. And I worked with bands when back in high school, back in right around the end of '79, the beginning of '81. And I just went from one thing. The interest was music, uh, playing an instrument. I do play trumpet, not heavy as I used to, but I do play trumpet. And I was always fascinated with different musicians that was entertainers, you know. And I went from that to I got interested in the production part. I realized that a lot of these shows right here, the failure usually be the sound itself. And so I started getting interested in that, and trying to learn all I can about the different modules and stuff that they use for sound to make it escalate. I mean, honestly, it's music is just it goes on and on. So many aspects to it to be successful in so many different fields. And you can, if not a musician, it could be management. If not management, it could be stage production, lighting production. It's so much, and and I
Right.
love it. You know,
Yeah. So much goes into it. I mean, I put a post today about a gross mic, just a mic that was on my page that had filth on it. It wasn't one of my mics or any mic that I know, but I just took a picture off of Google of a mic just to show artists out there the significance of having your own equipment when you go to these shows, even if it's just a microphone. You know, you can start off with the microphone, just take it everywhere with you. Not to say every sound engineer, you know, some of them out there, you know, most of them, I like to know that they, you know, do sanitize their microphones and things like that, or put those hyperallergenic or non-comedogenic microphone covers on top and things like that. But in the event, you got to cover your own tail when it comes to that. Bring your own stuff, regardless of this is a top-notch, sound engineer. But it's always you have to invest in things like that as an artist, because when you walk through those doors and you come equipped with your own microphone, it shows you, your brand, and everybody else around you how serious you are about your craft. So can you touch back on how serious that is when it comes to sound and equipment and investing in yourself?
let me tell you something. You could be the very best singer in the world. True that. You can be. And your sound could be so intense. But without the proper sound EQ and those people back there really channeling that thing to get it solidly right for your sound to come out pure, it don't mean nothing. I mean, I've seen many shows fail, not because of the entertainer, just because technical difficulties. And I mean, I'm not just talking about your little couple $1,000 shows budget. I'm talking about even major have problems, especially nowadays with all the technology that they're using nowadays. Oh man, you have to be on it. You need to know as much as you can, just as well as that technician, so y'all can relate to each other. Because if you can't relate to that technician to get the sound you're looking for, you're gonna have problems that night. You're
And the
gonna have
thing
some
about it
problems.
is, right. And the thing about it is sound check. You have to have a sound check. You cannot walk into a building thinking that your sound is going to be impeccable if you don't show up for a sound check. You have to show up for a sound check just to get out the kinks. What if you
Yeah.
have a track that you uploaded, if you're singing the tracks and it doesn't work with the DJ? You
Mhm.
know, come equipped. You know, artists, you have to stay on point when it comes to that. You know, because a good performance can make you get booked over and over again, but a bad performance sticks with you because people remember the bad before they remember the good when it comes to a performance.
By
So you
10
definitely
times.
want to the A game. Yeah,
Yeah.
A game all the time.
By
So,
10 times.
where are you originally from? Probably
I'm
means
originally from New York. we moved down to Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale area, back when I was around 13 as a teenager. We moved down there, and that's when I got into to entertainment. My family used to own a club back then, and my grandfather, he was the I guess you call it the leader, the conductor of his band, and he was always into entertainment, all kinds of ways. Matter of fact, not just him, but him and his brothers. So I kind of grew from the aspect of sitting there watching them, and I just he enlightened my heart to just go that route, and also kept me out of trouble. It kept me out of trouble, not dealing with the wrong things out there in the streets, on the positive level, and it works my mind to create. I love creativity, so it was very easy for me to relate. When music came in my heart, I knew that this is where I wanted to go. And still, even though I've been through so much up and down, I still today I love my music.
That's
But
right.
it got to be right. It got to be
Good,
right.
good music never dies. Good music never dies. Now, name some of the artists that you love to listen to.
Oh, all right. Eddie Laverta, the OJs. Oh, why? The Temptations. He was the same with the guy. That he was the lead. Ali Woodson,
Hollywood, yes, yes.
Howard Hewitt.
Uh-huh.
I love me some Howard and Gerald Austin.
Okay.
Uh, and everything. I man, and I be honest with you, I just started getting into that soft rock, and man,
Uh-huh.
let me tell you something. The vocal aspect of those guys is something else, man. I really, man, those guys, those white guys, they hit some notes like woo, you know. And now I started relating to a lot of them, Phil Collins, Foreigner, Players. Man, those guys have some hell of a vocals, boy. I love harmony. I love me some good, solid harmony
Mhm. Now,
and
do
everything.
you prefer to, well, I should put it this way. Do you feel that an artist should market themselves or should the team market them? Do you think, when it comes to promoting themselves, do you think a artist should just solely just focus on doing it themselves or should the team do it? Or should both be together and doing it? What do you
Let
think?
me. I think it should be a team effort, and I'm gonna tell you why. Real easy. When I meet a lot of artists in my what I work with, one of the questions I've always asked them, I said, "Look, Michael Jackson, James Brown, Prince, some of the greatest artists you'll ever hear, ever see." And I was trying to speculate and find out what is it that they had in common. And I'm gonna tell you what it was. They couldn't do it by themselves. They needed the team to help them. As good as they still needed the team to
Mhm.
make it happen. But you have to be a leader. If you're gonna lead, you have to be a leader. So you have to get in there and look, I'm willing to dig and work hard, but I need you too. I need you too. I'm not just gonna put it all on you, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
I'm not just gonna
that's
put it all on
true.
you.
I mean, to me, you can't sit back and then somebody inboxed me today and said, "Man, Jinda, you're doing everything." You definitely, because you have to stay. And I say this, I can't stress it enough. As an artist, you have to be irrelevant. You have to stay relevant, not irrelevant, but relevant in this industry because there's so many new artists coming out
Every
every
day.
day. And the thing about it is, you have to stay in people's faces. And if you
Yeah,
don't, they won't forget about you. They
yeah.
will.
It's a
So you
wash.
have to market yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what legacy do you want to leave behind? What do you want people to know about Boss D?
That here's a man that lived by the word. If I say it, I mean it. If I say it, I mean it. I'm gonna give you everything I can. You can trust me on that. You know, you know that this is one man right here that I can trust. If you say it, oh yeah, it's
Mhm.
gonna come through. And if it's not, it be by godly action that I don't. health wise,
And
something like that.
I'm
Other
gonna
than
stand
that,
on what you're saying because that's absolutely true about you. You're a person that's a doer. You say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. And I know that, just
yeah,
from knowing you, being around you, and it seems like we've been knowing your family to us. So it seems like we've been knowing you forever. I see people chiming
yeah.
in. I want to give a shout out to Lane. We'll get a shout out to my husband Howard Harris. He is on here. He is watching. If you do have any questions, I do want to tell people you can chime in and ask questions. I see my brother DJ King Famous is on here. He's gonna be on the show real soon as well. So just to So do you think as an artist it's good to perfect your craft? Do you think you can't get enough of learning as being an artist or a promoter because there's so many new different trends coming out? Do you think it's really significant for an artist to grow and learn with the audience or stay the same?
Oh, definitely grow with the audience because, like you said, this era now that the age that we're in, the technology, man, you have to be up on it and be a true entertainer as best as you possibly can. There's like we said, there's so much now the way music is going on in the industry, man, to grow with. And nowadays, if you put that effort in there and you learn all you can learn, it's better for you. It's better for everyone, to tell you the truth. Because then you'll get a good understanding about what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish, and they'll relate to you as to what you're trying to do. And like I said, working with you and a few other people, as you mentioned a few of them, man, it's been great. And I tell you what I've learned out of the whole thing. When you get around serious people, man, it becomes positive movement, positive action. But when you get around them lazy ones that just sit back and wait for you to do everything, and they don't want to get in there and see me, if they're not willing to put up $1 to the name of with your dollar or whatever to prove themselves, you got nightmare. You have a nightmare coming. That's what
That
you
is so
have.
true. That is so true.
You got a nightmare. I guarantee you got a nightmare coming.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. You
and
have a question,
everything.
though? What's your question? My husband's crazy. Thank you so much, Lane. We got to get you on the show as well. Hey, my husband has a question for you, David. What does it mean to be genderized?
Oh man, when you're sitting there, man, when you're sitting there at that table and you're doing a song and say, oh yeah, she's singing this song, but she's just gonna get about right there. And that's gonna be it. That she ain't gonna. That's gonna be about right there. Cause I don't see it. And all of a sudden, you turn your head and you go up another octave. Like, damn. Wait, I'm telling you the truth. God have the truth. I'm like, damn. Did you hear that note? Me and my wife was there. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? And then all of a sudden, I know that be it. Now I turn my head and you go up another octave. I'm like, oh man, my toes are curling up. Man, my throat hurt. It's real. When they say you the voice, that is no lie. You are the voice. You have a voice. I mean, there are many others out there, but you got that with whistle tone. There's only a few. I was reading up about that too. There's only quite a few artists that's just really mastered that and able to do that. That whistle tone is special. That sets you off from a lot of others. That sets you
You
off.
know what? You will be surprised, and this is my show. I'm gonna be as real as possible, but I'm gonna keep it positive. And I'm saying this to say, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna piggyback on the reason why I'm saying it. I've been told that, and yeah, they like to put me on shows, but they don't want me to sing like I sing. They want me to dumb it down. As an artist, stay true to you. Never dumb down your sound for nobody, because the right audience will appreciate what you give. Just know that. Always do that. Appreciate the right audience will appreciate you, who you are, and how you sound. Now, I have one more question for you. Well, I might have two more, but this one. Now, let's paint a picture. We're doing a show, okay? We got the lineup for the show. How is it? Is it okay for artists to sing covers or just solely do their original material?
Man, they got to sing covers. I haven't met. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't met too many artists at all that can just get out there and do originals. Man, when you lose that crowd, when you lose that crowd, it's almost you're not gonna get them back. It's almost impossible that you're gonna get them back. But they have to do covers. I will not personally, as a promoter, I will not book you as an unknown artist or try to make a way and you don't do no covers. Because I already know, oh, here it come. Here it come. You know, the people you're gonna see it on their faces, you're gonna see it in their movement. Now that was just, you know, and I've had artists that done that, and I just can't work with artists that do strictly original. It just don't get it like that. You know, it just don't.
I see
Not at
a
least not for
question.
me.
Well, I can't read it, but it was there. The guy just tuned in. His name is how you doing? Shout out to Jacob Anderson II. A lot of artists don't understand the business of music industry. Therefore, independent artists leave a lot of money on the table. True. That's why it's good to have people to me in your corner that actually knows the business so that you won't leave those funds on the table. Now, as being an independent artist, you do put in a lot more effort, a lot more money comes out because you want the best of the best. When you're with a label, a lot of times the money's fronted to you, to whereas you could do what you want to do, but you're gonna have to pay that money back. So
Residuals.
either way, So it's all about you. It's all about what you want to do as an artist. Some people feel like they should stick with being independent. Some people want to be signed. But I'm here to tell you, nowadays, big major labels are not signing people like they used to in the Motown days and things like that. It doesn't work that way anymore.
No.
Yeah.
It don't.
So now, do you have any type of advice that you would give to an aspiring artist that's starting on their journey? What do you think is best for them to start doing? How can they start by getting their name out there?
By going and observing other artists and trying to get on the show. Some artists they want a certain amount. Look, let me tell you something. If you are not known in that area, if you ain't made no noise, you ain't got no type of a roster, anything to go by that they're familiar with you or anything like that, you need to just sit down there and be business. A lot of artists they're not really business. They're true to their art. They're good at their art, but when it comes down to playing business, a lot of them fail. A lot of them fail because they don't know nothing about negotiating. Look, I want 1,000. Well, that club owner gonna look at you like 1,000, but you never been here. They don't know you. They don't know you. You know, but I'm willing. Yeah, you have to. But a lot of artists they're gonna walk into a club and I'm gonna and the ones that really get to me is the ones that you're going to the owner, you're going to the management and asking them, and then you're gonna turn around and quote a price, and then you're gonna turn around and then when they tell you that they're not able to give you that much, you get teed off or something like that, and then you go about your business. Well, guess what? You're gonna have a lot of doors turning backwards on you because you got to prove yourself. You got to prove that you're worthy of what you're asking for.
That's right.
In this area, you might be worth. In this area, you might be worth $1,000, $2,000. But let me tell you something. You go about 500 miles down the road, you might not be worth 100. You know,
that's true.
You got to get out there and prove your point. And if you're good, and you know you're good, guess what? When you get in there and prove your point, the next time you go to that table, I guarantee you, now you're gonna have some negotiating rights. So go ahead on in and seal a deal. You know, always be open-minded. Always be open-minded. That's one thing I tell a lot of us. Be open-minded when you're beginning.
And contracts. Always deal with contracts. I can't stress that enough. Can't take nobody's word. You cannot take anybody's word. Contracts, black and white. That's what you need. contracts. And for you
Black
new
and white
artists
and make
out
it
there,
white.
you have to deal with contracts with your letterhead on top, with your logo, whatever it means. You have to do contracts because why? And deposits. Deposit
Yes.
locks in the date. You
Yes.
can't just say, "Oh, okay, when I come to the show, okay, I'm gonna get paid X amount of dollars." But what about your travel? You have to have that deposit to buy your flights, for gas, for rooms. If they don't have a room, put your room in your contract. Put your rider in your contract. What you want, you have to do that, but it have to start somewhere. And I want to say to the artist, hey, it's all about a grind. I've been at this for so long, since 1998. I've been doing this. I've been singing. I stopped and I came back. Well, I say all that to say, I've been in the children's circuit to where I was singing from 10 to 2 in the morning, getting paid $65. I've been there. So I know it takes it all. You have to grind, you have to go to open mics. Sometimes you have to do shows when you're new for promotional uses only. Just promote yourself. You might not be getting paid, but you best believe you're gonna have your business cards on deck. You got to be able to pass those out. Promotion, promote, because
Yes.
you are a brand.
You're a brand.
You are a brand. You are a brand. Well, I can tell you, David, we got a lot more great shows coming up. Can you name one show that we're about to do? We're going to do May 10th. We're going to be in Augusta, Georgia for Mother's Day.
Yep.
And
We're going to.
yes, Jamming Moments. Yes.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to that because there's a couple of new artists I've been waiting for you to perform with for a minute there, and I realized that you finally got on the show with them and everything because to me, when you all on the show together, it enlightens, it just brightens up everything. And then I do what I call a Soul Train Family and Friends reunion, and this year, one of my coordinators had passed away, so this year we're doing a special tribute to him. But we do it every year, and I'm going to take it to a couple of other communities now and bring it out because every community I find an artist in their community, they have a story to tell.
All
There's
right.
not a few of them.
But we're going to save all that because we're going to make sure we going to keep that in rotation. But I want to tell you, I appreciate you so much. This has been an amazing 30 minutes. It went really quick when you have great conversation. And next week, we will definitely be at the same place, same time. And we will have my special guest will be Big Steve. And we're going to have a great conversation, enlightening conversation. If you miss this, you definitely will tune in every time because you know what? It's always going to be an amazing, amazing conversation.
Yes, shout out to
everybody and anybody that is tuning in and the people that sharing. Also, I'm in Fayetteville right now, so I do have a show April 12th. It is going down at 8 Ball Pool and Jazz, and I'm so excited because this weekend I get to go see Eric Benet, and I'm going to go see Joe. I'm so excited about that. But I will see y'all next week. And remember, it's okay to support another fellow artist. I promise you won't lose your shine. Peace.
All right, another great show. The latest Songbird, Jinda Harris, and David. Excellent information. This thing is taking off like a rocket, soul to soul. Sit down with the ladies, Songbird, Jinda Harris. Let's talk, man. Oh man, oh man. Hey, thank you so much. I feel great. Look forward to this, even though it's only